How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back to get another review. A little bit of new brewery time in a form of Tilted Bar Brewing's Propegator Experimental Rotating Series, Prop 11. It's a Farmhouse Ale. How do I know that? Because I was told that. Who told me that? Joel. Who's Joel? The person who gave me this beer. He dropped off a little 3-bagger, literally, of beers on my back porch the other day, and this is one of them. Thank you very much, dude. Super excited to give it a roll because I've wanted to give Tilted Barn a whirl for a while now. Yeah, so here we go. As far as what it says on here, it says Propagator Experimental Rotating Series, Tilted Barn Brewery, Raise the Barn, 1 pint. It is Prop 11A. It was canned January 3rd, 2018. Today is January 10th, 2018. You get it. Propagator. The Propagator series is a rotation set of experimental beers that here at Tilted Barn. Each batch is a unique recipe, allowing us to explore new ingredients, processes, and techniques. Enjoy the beer while it lasts. It may never be brewed again. Done and done. Little kind of like folksy kind of art on there. Little tank, a little bit of flowers, a little bit of drippage, a little bit of carrots. There's beets there. Squash, there's a pumpkin, there's all kinds of stuff. Full sardy stuff. Kind of dig it. Dig the cans. Yada yada. Done. Let's give this hopefully a proper pour. So we're talking about a farmhouse ale. That's what he told me it was. That can go a lot of different ways, so it doesn't clue us into exactly what we're going to have going on here, but enough. So what are we going to expect? A little bit of maybe yeast drivenness, a little bit of tartness, a little bit of funkiness maybe. Could be none of that. Could lean a little bit more Saison-y. Could lean a little bit more kind of subtly funky Saison-y. Could be all over the place. But what do we have in front of us right now? Unfilteredness. Borderline on that kind of hazy IPA kick. Infinite creaminess. Kind of gravity defying. Pretty tight compact bubbles. Nice creaminess up top. And like I said, it's got that soft haze. A lot hazier than a traditional kind of unfiltered kind of farmhouse ale. It has an extra haze to it. So, yeah, definitely looking more the part of one of those new school IPAs opposed to just a kind of traditional farmhouse ale. See if we can get a nose on her. But you're getting those kind of yeasty bits and pieces in there. There's a little bit of kind of pepperiness, a little bit of kind of soft, earthy kind of graininess out of it too. So it's almost like it's like an oat thing combined with a little bit of touch of something other than just a regular spent grain. Maybe a little bit of weediness. Wheat, not weed, you degenerates. There's a little bit of kind of a banana orangey vibe, so that's giving me those kind of wheat vibes too. I believe that's coming from the yeastiness. And there's a little bit of soft bitterness in there too, a little creamsickiness. I'm getting a little bit of creamy vibes and getting a little bit of that orange vibes. She smells kind of somewhere in between, kind of like if a farmhouse ale had a baby with like a slow ABV, kind of hazy IPA, with a little bit of kind of just funkiness, you know? It's kind of got all bits and pieces move around. It's not traditional, let's put it that way. But she smells nice. So we're just going to dive in. Cheers. Oh, yeah. It's definitely aggressively hopped. Definitely kind of on that, in that kind of New England hazy IPA kind of thing, but it does have kind of a yeast component outside of your more traditional style. So we're talking about an experimental kind of farmhouse ale. I'm just guessing they made a more traditional kind of hazy IPA and just pitched it with some kind of yeast that you usually don't put in there, something other than like a London ale yeast or something like that. Something a little bit more farmhousey, for lack of more specifics. It's definitely orange leaning, a little bit of stone fruitiness, so you definitely have those IPA components to it. It has a nice creaminess to it, like an oaty vibe. So you're getting that kind of hazy New England IPA thing off it, but there is that added extra bonus of that kind of extra yeastiness. There is a kind of creamsicle thing going on in there. I think it's a combination of that kind of just body from the oats combined with that kind of fruitiness, I believe, from the yeast itself and the hops, all kind of thrown itself together to kind of give it this kind of funky farmhouse creamsicle thing going on for me. But it all tastes natural. It doesn't taste like any of those flavors are coming from anything other than a core 4 kind of thing. It's not like there's added components going on. Tasty. Has a nice drying component to it outside of the yeast. There's a slight subtly tartness underneath it too. So you're hitting a bunch of different levels with it. It's basically just a more kind of in-depth, more kind of complex version of a New England IPA. And that does not suck. Especially if it's executed this well. Because that tartness from the yeast, that little bit of funkiness to combine with that kind of nice oatiness, kind of yeastiness, that kind of hoppiness all combined into one, just makes for an interesting beer that just checks a lot of different boxes as opposed to just hops in your face. Don't know what else to say. That's pretty much it. I really hesitate to put it in the farmhouse kind of saison-y realm, because that's not really what it is. But I don't know where else to put it. So is it one of the better yeast-driven hopped beers? For the lack of a better classification I've had as of late. Actually, yeah. Super chuggable. Like I said, I don't know if there's an ABV on here, but I'd be surprised if this is above like a 6, mid-6 range. It's probably even a little bit less. Super tasty stuff. And super chuggable. Value availability, don't know. It was given to me. Maybe Joel can chime in, or somebody else who knows their way around the whole Tilted Barn realm. Brewery only, I assume, heard it's a very small operation. Combine that with... if you like what will you like this, if you like the Haze Bro, but you also like the Yeast Bro. It kind of has that marriage of that kind of funky saisoniness with a little bit of kind of wheat beer vibes, combining that all with a kind of New England style IPA. So if you like all those kind of beers and you want to know what they would be like, kind of married together, this is your jam. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed our review. If you did anywhere in between, down there, Words and Stuff and Things. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped, Massive Beers, all 4 of those places if you want to check this dude out somewhere else. And yeah, another right down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a nice, hazy farmhouse ale right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.